I like when you got young bucks that come up here and think they know their ass from their elbows. You understand? I'm gonna be fair. There are things that don't work on both sides, but in this election, you have to pick what works best for the country, not just yourself. Yeah. But many people will be conservative and point out all the things about, oh, what her Kamala, she's not white, she's not this. Her policies are an extension of a democratic system that never worked for us. You got old man Payne talking about Agenda 47. I don't believe he read it, but he would stand up here and say he read it. That would be giving him absolute power and extend his reach if he got in the presidency. And they have people that scoff on that, talking about climate change and other things that he wished to be strong on about. Like he's one of these people that really do something up here. You talk about Kamala, whatever you want to call her. It bothers me. You talk about immigration, the wall. It's you know how long the border is? That's over like almost 2,000 miles. How many border patrol officers do we have? Not enough. And Kamala was not given the position as for taking care of the wall. It was somebody named Munija. That was his name, Edward Munija. That was his job, not hers. So you're speaking falsely. I couldn't even pronounce the name, but I know it is what it is, and I bet money on it.
I bet money that Biden gave her the border.
Okay, so I mentioned the name. Make sure you're ready to cash app it if you want to make that bet.
No, I cash at me if Biden didn't give her the border.
Okay, so
it don't matter who had the wall.
Okay,
Biden gave her the border.
We always had an immigration problem. You understand? Because no candidate really wanted to deal with it. It's just always because there's a greater influx now because it's now on video and it's polarizing. You build the wall. Guess what they'll do? They'll do like the drug dealers. They'll make tunnels. You know how much tunnels you have on the border? Oh, no one researched that. That's how a lot of them get in the country. Okay, so now, policy-wise, your man came up on a debate and didn't have anything in place. Then now we're talking Agenda 47. He said,
he has concepts.
You can't come up on no debate saying you have concepts. You talk about the Affordable Care Act. You were scoffing at it before you got into office. Even when in office, you did nothing about it. Now, it's still an issue on the table, and you have no proactive plan to fix it.
Just real quick, Kenny, he broke it up a little bit. He did do that, and it kind of fucked it up. But that's a different conversation. Go ahead.
Okay, but they were talking about it before he got into office. Them is them times when you was banging Obama when he did the State of the Union, said, let's roll up our sleeves and let's work on it together. But no, I remember a good old man named Mitch McConnell saying, we'll do everything in our power to make him a one-term president. We do remember that, right? And that's the same man that spun the block because Republicans was getting what they want. He stayed quiet. Now he's drifting. Should have dementia by now. He's 1 foot in the grave. But I have a personal gripe with people that champion Trump. The guys in the barbershops that be like, yo, he let some of my peoples out. But recidivism is real. Way on a major scale that did they make programs to keep them staying
1 minute, in 1 minute.
Okay, they don't want to because they know they're going to commit the same crimes and go back in because prison is big business. While he's doing that, throwing that chicken bone to you, he's putting 300 federal judges in place, 3 Superior Court that actually pardoned him so he wouldn't have to face certain charges. Checkmate. Let's not forget about Baron Cohen, Kavanaugh, the rapist, and the other one. Come on. But y'all looking at small things. You know, I bet you can't name your state congressman, representative, you know, your local guys around your way. But you got on a MAGA hat.
And I'm living good. So what are you talking about?
Disgusting.
I live good. What are you talking about? I'm not affected by none of that.
All right, we got his let me read these super chats real quick. All right, Mr. Marriage, Politics, and Sports with the love of the game, $5. Appreciate that. My man Carl Anderson with the $5 says, if no babies are born, immigrants will fill the void for taxes and job vacancies. Kamala wins if females vote at a rate of 57%, which Roe v. may ensure.
That is her trump card.
All right.
Yeah.
Edaman Williams with the $2 says, what is her plan for the middle class?
She don't have
She
one.
wants to grow small businesses.
She don't
That's
have
going to
one.
lift up the middle class.
Reese, get your head. We know you.
What does Trump want to do? He wants to decrease
She don't-
taxes
she don't
for big
have
corporations to
What do you
15%.
think this
How is that helping the middle class?
Go
Let's
read
get
Kamala
everybody.
tax plan, and you're gonna
He
regret it.
wants
All right,
to
hold on. We
decrease
gonna talk
taxes for
about-
big
hold
businesses to
Reese.
15%.
Reese, because of your vigor in the conversation, I've actually formulated a question. Once we get everybody, my man Fox Die is the last. He's gonna give his synopsis. 2 minutes. Then I got a question for the panel. We're gonna start with R-Pain and Beans. All right, Fox Die, what are your thoughts?
Glad to have the opportunity to be here, but I just disagree. I mean, everybody's like, it seems like there's this big push to put a woman in office, but to be honest with you, the greater arguments, they're not going to respect it. The other point of the matter is you got to look at her policies. I mean, I know Kenny, you big on that and Beans, but that's cool. But in terms of traditional politics, yeah, we can do the DEI discussion all night long. But in terms of leadership, it's kind of tricky. So when you look at her politics, it's not actually helping. Under Trump's administration, there were a lot of big upgrades in terms of HBCUs, in terms of stimulus, in terms of we got a lot of issues here, and we're just ignoring it because I think a lot of us just want to put a woman in office. And I get it. A lot of us married men, we have our ladies, that we're connected to, but we got to make sure we understand that America was always founded on unorthodox principles. And when you're going against other countries, I don't think that's going to work. I'm going to leave it there, Trigger. Thanks for the time.
All right,
Let me ask him one question about what he said.
Yeah.
Fox, what was you said it was under Trump there was a big push for HBCUs. What was it?
Funding.
Well, he actually had a policy for men, right? You remember the Big Brother, My Brother's Keeper program, sir? Yeah, the biggest proponents that stopped that program, unfortunately, were women. He talked about that in his administration, to answer your question, sir. And moving forward, I haven't seen Kamala talk about programs for men. It's mostly she's been quoted online and in memes and in videos saying, I don't want to do something for just one section of people. I want to do for everybody. That sounds, magnanimous, but it's just, yeah, okay.
I'm not sure if you understood the question. What I asked was, what did he do for HBCUs specifically?
Well, I'm not, with all due respect, I'm not going to do your homework, but he did have a stimulus.
Well, you said it. It's not my homework. You said it. I'm just asking you what.
Okay,
what did
you sound aggressive, but I'm saying I'm not going to do your homework. I said it. You're right.
I can answer it for him, Beans, if you want me to.
No.
Yeah, I'm a science teacher. I don't do that. Nice try.
No, let him swing on that branch by himself.
No, it's okay. Go ahead, Traylon. Traylon, go ahead.
With all due, hold on. Right. With all due respect, when you put a point out there and somebody challenges your point, I find it to be your responsibility to back your point with facts. All he simply asked was, what did Trump do for HBCUs, considering you are the one you brought that into the argument? I believe it's a fair question.
I got that, AP. If you want me to respond, but like I'm gonna treat you like I treat my students. It's your responsibility, like I do with Google, to look that up.
All right.
So that's what we're gonna do.
All right. So here's what
that's what I'm gonna do because we don't got that much time.
I
got you. Grown man, I'm a grown man. Don't play with me.
All right. So we can
let's get to the question.
That sounds like some shit a woman would say, bro. Are we serious? That's some very feminine type shit. Don't play with me. Go play with your hair, bro. You kidding me? What are you talking about?
Nah, it's cool. Trigger want to ask the panel question. I'm gonna follow back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Outside of his ability or inability to answer the question, Trump did stuff for HBCUs. I mean,
what?
I think
you gonna repeat it?
What was it? As black people, stop
all right.
that.
Yeah. Okay.
Shame language. That's church talk.
Trump let out Kodak.
What's the question, Mike? Hey, what's the question?
He let out a couple rappers and got happy. That's all he did.
Come on, man.
Niggas get happy easily.
Come on,
Let's see
man.
what
What
Come
the,
on, Reese.
these y'all high value guys.
They
I
got
just
y'all
want to
wearing
point that
MAGA
out.
hats. MAGA hats.
Right.
So
High
what? He got a
value guys.
mega hat on. So what?
All right,
And
so
I'm gonna keep repping it.